Carolina that advocates for federal employees is speaking out about that email. The advocate that we spoke with says this has created fear and chaos among federal workers, and he's directing employees here in North Carolina not to respond.
Our Cindy Schofield has a closer look at the issue and the impacts right here in the Triangle.
What's happening is an increase of chaos and an increase of confusion.
Federal workers started receiving an email over the weekend sent from the Office of Personnel Management directing them to respond by sending 5 accomplishments from over the week. A spokesperson for OPM told ABC News, quote, as part of the Trump administration's commitment to an efficient and accountable federal workforce, OPM is asking employees to provide a brief summary of what they did last week by the end of Monday, CCing their manager. Agencies will determine any next steps. Trump ally Elon Musk tweeted that failure to respond to the email will be taken as a resignation. But advocates for federal workers are urging employees not to respond. Advocates like Thomas Link, who is a retired 41-year federal employee and now serves as president of the North Carolina chapter of the National Active and Retired Federal Employees Association.
My advice to you is don't respond to this email. Talk to your first line supervisor first and ask them what you should do. There are the State Department and even the FBI, which Kash Patel is now the head of, and several other agencies have all told their employees, do not reply to this email.
And for those who are concerned they may lose their jobs if they don't respond.
There's nothing in this memo that says if you don't comply, you will be considered to resign. Those are words that have been spoken, but they are not in the memo itself.
Though it's not explicitly clear what the goal is in sending this email out, Link says it's creating fear among the workforce.
The message federal employees are getting is your job is in danger. Forget about the protections you thought you had, because we're coming after you, no matter what you do, no matter how you've been rated in the past.
For those who don't work in the federal government, Link wants to make clear that if there are widespread layoffs on the federal level, everyone could start to feel the effects in one way or another.
You will care when you don't get your mail, when you don't get your Medicare payments, your Medicaid coverage, you don't get your Social Security checks. If you go to a national park and you can't get in because it's closed, these are all run by federal employees and federal agencies.
Cindy Schofield, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.